This week, Nationals All-Star C.J. Abrams was sent to minor A after he got caught gambling until 8 a.m. the night before a 1 p.m. game. If the punishment for getting caught gambling is the same across all sports, then we'll see CJ in the G League next season. Welcome to the Moonsam Cast. I'm Jordan. This is the call that number to my betting on Woj's replacement, Brian. Brian, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I would be the call the number guy, huh?
I mean, I wanted to be the Woj's replacement guy because I think that's the dumbest thing possible to bet on. But I kind of want to bet on it because it's so dumb. It's like buying an NFT. I almost bought an NFT, so I thought it'd be really funny to say I owned an NFT, not because I believed in NFTs.
Windhorse has to be the top dog, right?
I think so. I think
favorite.
Well, he's already there as it is, so it probably helps. I don't know what Shams' going rate is, but I imagine Shams is a lot of money.
Well, Woj is going out on top.
Yeah, and he's
speaking of top.
We did it! We're back, baby!
Never in doubt.
The Astros are back. We totally did not. I didn't write a piece in May talking about toppled dynasties and include the Astros in that. Nuh-uh, we're back.
Weren't crying into our group chat for, April, May, June. No, definitely not. We knew this team had it in them at all times.
I believe the entire time. I never doubted in June when Seattle was 10 games up.
Yeah, that's oh my God. That's the cherry on top of all of this is the collapse of Seattle. And then the fact that we beat them to secure the title is just so mwah.
The thing is, we were talking about this yesterday, how every time we record, always something big happens afterwards. Like 2 weeks ago, it was the Shannon Sharp thing. It's been other things throughout the seasons or our podcast time. We were afraid that they were going to clinch tonight or tomorrow. Turns out we're just too good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're here again. I'm so it's not lost on me how good this team has been for the past since 2016, but also this past 7 years in the ALCS. It's not lost on me, and I don't take any of it for granted, which is why I was happy to say, you know what, Dynasty's over. But now who gives a fuck? We're back.
7 of the last 8 AL West champions, and if we go this year, it will be 9 ALCSs? Eight ALCSs. Eight ALCSs. Okay. That's right. That's right.
We'll get 9 in 2025 at this rate.
Assuming we retain all those free agents. I fucking doubt it.
Kyle Tucker, please stay. I'm begging you.
Bregman, please stay. Framber, please stay. Oh, fuck.
Oh, the franchise has to stay forever. Maybe we can get Kikuchi to stay at this point.
Honestly, if we win this year, if we win the World Series this year, I will be okay with letting some people walk just because damn 3 World Series in 8 years is insane. But if we fall short this year, I'm gonna be hungry for more and be like, back out the fucking checkbook, pay everybody, and stay healthy, everybody.
I don't know. We'll sell the train or something if we have to keep them here.
Done. Union Station. Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's the coolest job in the world. But I'd be willing to get rid of it if it means we get to keep Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, and Framber. Who the franchise also last night looked great. So I'm just happy he's doing well. I don't know. I'm just on top of the world right now. Because again, like we just said, we did not think we were going to be here. Like even in June, especially, we were giving up. I'm glad
Framber gave up 3 last night, and he looked emotionally distraught too, which normally means a collapse is inbound. Mm-hmm. But he seemed to keep himself together. He's kind of putting himself into a playoff mantra, I guess. Mm-hmm. I was right when I saw him getting emotional on the mound. I was like, "Oh fuck, this is about to be they're about to start teeing off on him." But no, he kept it together. 3 earned. Mm-hmm. We can beat 3 earned. Mm-hmm. We did beat 3 earned. Though we did it without Jordan.
Yeah. So. The joke I've been telling everybody, and I'll say the joke right now. If Tucker's prognosis is any indication of Jordan's time back, we'll see him maybe the playoffs next season.
Not great. Not great. It is a knee strain. He was apparently, pretty active around the clubhouse celebration and stuff. Plus he was, jumping around and talking to Espada, like we got this shit and all this. So it's hindsight's 2020 with Tucker, but I'm a little bit more confident in this, especially because he he was in some pain, but he didn't look like Tucker did. If you see Tucker's face when it happened, it looked like it was a surprise when it came out, and they were like, "It's a bone bruise," and I was like, "That is not the fucking face of a guy that got a bruise." So we're trying to keep the mentals positive, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, rest everybody.
Yeah,
rest fucking everybody.
I mean, I think I told someone, and I'll say it right here. Tomorrow, everyone just stands in the box. Not tomorrow on Friday, but tomorrow when this comes out, everyone just stand in the box. Kikuchi just throw, down the middle the entire time. Throw Yeefus pitches the entire time. Take him out after 2 innings. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Sit them. I don't care if he loses. I don't care if his ERA goes to 10. I just need you to. Who cares? Like, we're not getting the second spot. Cleveland already has the second spot. So there's nothing to play for right now other than
we're stuck at 3.
Yeah, we're stuck at 3, which means I think right now we're playing the Royals. Maybe with the Twins.
Oh, I thought it was Detroit.
No, the Royals are who we're playing as of right now. Let me look at the.
I love that.
Yeah, the Royals, and so the Twins. The Detroit's number 2 in the wild card standing right now. Yeah, so I checked that. Oh, Baltimore is 1. If theoretically the Yankees can also be the number 1 spot for the AL wild card if the Orioles destroy them. Here's to hoping. But yeah, Detroit's probably second, even though they're tied right now. I don't know. I just feel like the Royals are going to get third because we swept them last time we played them, which is nice, but they just feel like a team that can beat us.
Yeah, Royals have that Arizona Diamondbacks feel to them, if you will. The we're going to get through the power of friendship, and we're going to go on a baseball run. The Nationals, if you will, of 2019, where it was just like, we kind of held together by, duct tape and string, but...
I mean, that whole series was the dumbest series I've ever watched, where
no one
could win at home. I think that was the first time that it ever happened.
Insane.
And we got to witness it. Born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore space, born at the right time to see no one win a home game in the World Series. But yeah, so it's probably the Royals. But yeah, so just going through everything, Yankees probably going to win the AL East. Guardians clinch the AL Central. We've obviously clinched the AL West. I still say the NL to this day. Old habits die hard. The Dodgers and the Padres. By the way, did you see the Padres last night turn a game-ending triple play?
No, but I did see a side-by-side of Machado doing something when he played for Baltimore, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so the Padres and the Dodgers are currently fighting to see who's going to – the Dodgers are top, but theoretically the Padres can come back and take over the division, which is, be fun to see. The Phillies clinch the East. Brewers clinch the Central. And speaking of the Dodgers, for the record, let's talk about history being made. Ohtani, 50-50.
Incredible. Arguably the best season of all time. What the fuck, dude?
So I'm going to give a really hot take real quickly. I get mad when people say that because the Ronald Acuna Jr. 40-70.
40-70s.
I think
that's a good point.
I think is better and cooler in every way. That 40 home runs is amazing as it is. Like, yes, of course, hitting home runs is great, but stealing 70 bases in the season, like stealing 70 of them, and sometimes I watch Ohtani stealing, and it's like, okay, sure, okay.
A lot of give-me's.
So there are some give-me's in there, and I imagine it's like whenever they talked about Jordan's defense. Speaking of Jordan, I have a Jordan shirt on as well. So, speaking like Jordan's defense, where it's like that wasn't a steal. Kind of feels like we're going the same way with Ohtani, maybe a little bit, but I still say the Ronald Acuna Jr. season probably better in every way, just because it's 70 bases, 70. It just feels crazy.
It's an insane number. It's just under a base every 2 games.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Maybe home runs just look cooler in every way. So thanks, Jose Canseco, for that. But I think next week we're going to talk about the AL MVP and who's going to actually win that. Because let's finish up the season first before we start saying anything about that. Because who knows? Maybe Ohtani can tie Judge with home runs. I think Ohtani's going to win it, but we'll see. There are questions.
Yeah. Plus, we'll be in the middle of a series at that point too. Mm-hmm. I believe the wildcard series start on October 1st.
Yeah, Tuesday, October 1st, which I love that's in October. October just rocks for baseball. Like
baseball, baby.
Playoff baseball. Say what you want about sports, playoff baseball might be the coolest like stretch of games. There's just something about playoff baseball that's special.
Don't disagree.
Yeah.
Don't disagree. Now, we'll see how I feel after the extended college football playoff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That could be a lot of fun, but playoff baseball's on another level. The fucking tension. You're holding your breath at every pitch. You don't hold your breath on every single play in a football game. You don't hold your breath on every single possession of a basketball game. You hold your breath with every single fucking pitch.
I remember my grandmother when I was a kid saying something along the lines of the reason baseball's cool is because one pitch can change the game. And I think that's what makes playoff baseball so special is just one awry pitch, even a good pitch, just with a better hitter can change the entire game and the series and the playoffs. A few more things on baseball. Fuck John Fisher for the record. He released a letter about how he tried so hard to keep the A's in Oakland.
Fuck that guy.
I think they submitted there was a TikTok I saw of I think it was the last Giants Oakland series where they were asking, what do you think of John Fisher? And on both sides, they're like, fuck John Fisher. I have a thing here that says you know who the highest paid player on the A's is? Like since 2004?
2004?
It's
Josh Reddick.
It's Eric Chavez, who got $66 million in 2004. It's not
okay.
And I think John Fisher took over in 2004, 2005 maybe. So fuck John Fisher. Tomorrow night is the last home game at the Coliseum of all time. It's sold out. I've been watching some bastards on TikTok, by the way, put the Moneyball music over the last time at the stadium. Stop doing that. It's making me cry. The Moneyball music can do that to me pretty easily. And today is the last night game at the Coliseum. So after we finish recording this podcast, they'll play the last night game ever at the Coliseum. So fuck John Fisher. Fuck taking teams out of Oakland. I have a whole thing on Oakland getting screwed over. So that's all.
Do you see people are taking seats out?
I mean, yeah, no one's there, so why not? Also, Hideki Matsui hit a home run in the Tokyo Dome at 50 years old. Saw that. So,
against Japanese teenage girls.
No, was that what it was?
Pretty sure it's a charity / awareness event that Ichiro puts on that's supposed to get girls more involved in baseball, which I love.
Yeah.
It's just funny that Matsui was like, I'm still going yard, man.
It's like when you play like your little brother and he's, or like your nephew or something. You're like, no, I'm going to dunk on you. Like you're going to learn the way of life pretty quickly. Yeah. So that's all. That's bad. I don't know. I'm just upset about the Oakland thing, but I'm happy the Astros are back. We'll see what happens in these final few games as we go towards this stretch of playoff baseball. Woohoo! By the way, speaking of rookies or women in sports, Caitlin Clark won the Rookie of the Year.
Unanimous.
Which I'll be honest, I didn't watch much WNBA, so I don't really have any opinions on this and will not. But cool for her. Cool that's unanimous.
Listen, Angel Reese got hurt, so it was kind of right when she got hurt and she was announced that she was done for the season. I think there was 10 games left. It was pretty much a wrap.
Yeah. With that, would you like my soccer update before we get into the footballs of the week?
Yes.
Okay. So first thing, Christian Pulisic scored a goal for AC Milan and then spammed every finisher. Good for him. That's a very American way of doing things. 2, Liverpool's winning. Good. They won 5-1 today. I didn't get to watch the game because I was at work. Now, here's the crux of the week, Brian. I need to give you a little background on what I'm about to talk about. So, Pep Guardiola, yes, let's see this. By the way, Man City started their trial for the 115 charges started last week. So we'll hear about that probably never. They're going to bury that shit. By the way, speaking of the Astros, Jeremy Pena, I don't respect you anymore. I just don't respect Man City fans. I just cannot respect Man City fans. I think they're less than I think they're like government bureaucrats. They're less than people.
Oh my God.
Now, here's the thing. If you grew up in Manchester and were a City fan, I understand. I'm behind. I got it. If you're an American who chose Man City in 2018, I think you don't have, I don't like you. And I'll say that to people's face, by the way. With that said, the Man City coach, his name is Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola has basically won everywhere he went. He was at Barcelona. He was at a club in Germany called Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Now, when he was there was only one team that could ever really beat him, and that was Borussia Dortmund, headed by Jurgen Klopp. They are like eternal enemies and also lovers. So whenever they'll like talk about each other like very vaguely erotically sometimes. Though it's very weird, but it's like they're like almost kiss sometimes, but it's out of anger. It's very weird. They're very funny men. But so between like 2016 to like 2020, 2021, maybe even 2022, Liverpool and Man City had this great rivalry. They understood how to beat each other. Man City was obviously the better team in terms of like talent per se, but Liverpool always like they figured out how to beat them. They were like the one team in the league that could figure out how to beat them. That's my back context. This weekend, Man City and Arsenal played. Arsenal played a little cowardly, some may say. Time wasting, sitting back, getting a red card, stuff like that. After the game, Bernardo Silva, who plays for Manchester City, came out and said, there was only one team who came to play football. And then he went on to say, at least Liverpool tried. And there's like, Arsenal fans have been very upset about this comment, being like, Liverpool, it wasn't all that great. For the record, there was one Premier League one, which was like whenever LeBron won during the Warriors dynasty. That's like the best way to look at that. They won a Champions League, which Man City could barely do. Arsenal haven't in years. And then they're trying to compare their manager to Liverpool's new manager to say that, oh, he has so much to live up to the Mikel Arteta's legacy. All he has to do is win an FA Cup. They're trying to like tear down Jurgen Klopp and all this stuff. It's just the dumbest argument I've ever seen by people who are just sad because Thierry Henry is too old and also trying to hit on that woman who presents on CBS, Kate Abdo on CBS Golazo. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm just very upset at Arsenal fans because I think they're really stupid. And I think some of them would also admit they're being really stupid right now. So that's that.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough. That was all. We can move on to football now, college football. I'm going to just talk about UH real quickly. Not a good game, fellas. Not a real winner. To be fair, this is our ceiling for the entire rest of the year. The Rice game was probably the only game that UH can really win. They're just not a good team. It's okay. They're just not a good team. I know that. We all know that. Some people have called for Willie Fritz to be fired. I think, we shouldn't give them an opinion. But yeah, losing for 34-0 to a team who gave up in the second half. Not great.
Who do y'all play this week?
Oh, I'm afraid to look because I haven't looked yet. I feel like it doesn't get better from here, and I know that for a fact. We play Iowa State, who is ranked 18th.
Okay, because I don't write down all the matchups if I'm taking a team's spread, and I definitely took you guys 14 or 13 and a half points.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brian, you don't want to do that. I changed that bet right now.
Well, it's already locked in.
All right.
Cash out, I guess.
Well, I've talked about before how like Iowa State and UH are kind of friends in terms of fans, but it's mostly just basketball because we've just become like friendly, like, hey guys, we're going to do it. Like, you look great and you look great and you look great. I imagine this is going to be a murdering.
Is this an Interstellar moment where I'm fucking banging? No! Don't place the bet!
Whatever money you're about to put on that, you're going to lose. Like, It's like, Murph, don't let him bet. Murph, don't let him bet.
Dude, I need to tell you about my college football record real quick.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
It's 18-27-2. I am having a rough year so far.
What is causing this is the question. What are you betting on?
Bad things. I bet too many overs because college football is the most fun to bet overs. NFL, I can look at it and be like, yeah, that was a stupid over. But in college, I'm like, how the fuck did you not combine 50 points? Like anytime I see a 4 that starts a college football game, I'm like, that's insane. That's NFL overs, unders. So I just hammer the overs all the time and it bites me in the ass.
That's an Iowa game right there.
Yeah. Well, speaking about under 40 points, Notre Dame, baby, 4 games, 39 total points allowed by the defense. The defense fucking rules. The quarterback, Riley Leonard, is bad. We win in spite of his ability to not throw the ball. I don't know what happened to this man. but he can run the shit out of the ball. The running game looks phenomenal, and that's behind a broken offensive line. This man cannot throw. It is horrible. Like, we made jokes about Michigan being like, haha, J.J. McCarthy didn't really do shit. No. J.J. McCarthy is having a Heisman-like season as a pocket passer compared to what Riley Leonard's doing, man. It's horrible. I don't know what to do. Like, he's winning games, though. We're 3-1. I can't be like, fucking bench him, because he's won 3 games. And one of them, the games, we put up 66 points. Granted, he threw for, I think, under 150 yards. But still, it's just it's the Michigan formula. We're gonna run the fuck out of the ball, and we're gonna play stellar defense. But it's not looking too great for this week. But we'll get into that in a second. Even though we're somehow favorited, I don't understand it.
Who did y'all play this past week? Or who did y'all play this past week? Yeah,
past week.
Yeah.
Oh God. Miami, Ohio.
Okay. So the fake Miami.
Fake Miami, yeah. Miami, Ohio.
Who do y'all play this week?
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay, cool.
Let's transition to before we talk about the future. I want to talk about Baylor and unless you have something to say about Notre Dame.
Nothing about Notre Dame. I had some other things. There was a 5 scored by Northwestern, which is always big.
Incredible.
Field
goal and a safety. Well done.
I mean, that's some again. There's something called Iowa play, even though Iowa's not really playing like Iowa this season, where it's just like you score as low as possible in the dumbest way possible, and you win somehow. So I'd like to thank Northwestern for their contribution to dumb scores of the year. Arch Manning also made his first start. He looked good. He didn't look great, but he looked good. 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, 258 yards. Not bad. Not Eli Manning stats, but, not bad. Also, I don't know if you saw the line for this week of Texas versus Mississippi State.
Yeah. 38.5.
Yeah. That's insane.
Guess what I took?
What did you take?
Mississippi State. You're a Division I program in the SEC. You should never, unless your name is Vanderbilt. Even Vanderbilt is normally like a 24 to 30 point underdog. 38 points is fucking nuts, and I think I'm going to lose that bet too.
Yeah, no. I mean, Mississippi State has looked bad this season, but if they go and Texas goes in and stomps them with that much, I think they should think about realignment for that conference. Send Mississippi State to the Pac-12. At this point,
we don't care about geography anymore. So yeah, why not?
I mean, the geography literally doesn't matter. All right, we had USC versus Michigan at Michigan, who also, by the way,
in a Big Ten matchup at Big Ten noon or whatever it's called.
Big noon kickoff.
Big noon. I hate it.
Which it's noon in one time zone. Why would you do it? Whatever.
Also, that is your Fox's dart throw to try and create a college game day.
No one cares. Just no one cares. College game day, say what you want about it. It's back and forth. I said my mouth. College game day, say what you want. It's back and forth. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I think McAfee's done a great job on there. I know Saban on there is fun to watch. Saban,
it's crazy. He has a personality.
Saban and Belichick have personalities now. I don't know what happened.
I love it.
They're funny guys. So, I mean, Belichick's getting that good on the side. That's why he's back.
Real quick on Belichick, I heard this is super in the bushes rumors that if the Bengals don't turn this bitch around, that's going to be their coach target next year.
If I'm Bill Belichick, I don't want to come back.
Oh my God! If they gave Joe Burrow a defense. Oh
yeah, we'll get to that. And people blaming Joe Burrow, who I think are really stupid.
Yeah. But before that, I got a couple things on college.
Yeah, go hit me with it.
Did you see any of the Colorado Baylor game stuff that happened?
I saw. So for context for listeners, I was moving this weekend, so I saw some of it. I saw a little bit of the end.
Holy shit! Baylor gave that game away. Yeah. First Hail Mary attempt hits the guy in the chest, drops it. Haha. I don't know how they got that open. Not going to happen again. Second Hail Mary attempt. Perfect dart. Guy scoops it, touchdown. I was just like, holy shit, they're going to overtime. Colorado scores. Yay! Baylor's turn to score. They get to basically the running back has the ball on the 1.5 yard line. and it's him and Travis Hunter. And Travis Hunter goes, I'm going to win the Heisman this year, and forces a fumble to seal the game. I'm not a Colorado guy. I'm really not. But Travis Hunter is so much fun to watch. He's the best player in college football right now, dude. And it's incredible. He's playing like 125 snaps a game.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Dude, how can you do, like, I don't know how you physically do that.
I don't think he literally plays the game. He just must sit in a hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Or that's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
He's doing push-ups on his way to the whatever planet he's going to.
The other one, the one where they like go in the bath tank and stick the fucking thing in his mouth, and he just recovers in that thing. That's all he has. Like, that must be what he does. He just sits and recovers for a week, and then he's like, time for another 125 snaps a game.
No, like, it genuinely is great. Like, I know, as you said, I don't know how he does it. I genuinely don't understand how he does it. Because you look at people on offense and defense, like on the sidelines, especially in Colorado. That's the thing. He's in Colorado, where it's already kind of hard to breathe as it is. So, Travis Hunter, like, if he wins the Heisman, I'm okay with it. I'm very happy about that, truly.
I think the Heisman should go to the best college football player. A lot of the times recently, it's been going
like
to
Joe Alt.
a lot of time recently, similar to the MVP in the NFL, where it's been going to the best quarterback on one of the best teams. I feel like the Heisman's kind of gotten there. Yeah, sure, they've thrown in a couple running backs, they've thrown in a couple wide receivers, but Travis Hunter should be the Heisman favorite, and he should win it if he keeps this up. Granted, we're 4 weeks in.
Yeah,
we're a third of the season in.
I mean, the Heisman has just gotten to the point where it's like in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where they give you your dorm based purely on just kind of how you look. So, yeah, it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's a high school popularity contest for who looked the best that season in terms of like, hey, you were on primetime a lot. But I mean, in a way, Travis Hunter is always on primetime. Dun dun dun. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to go kill myself after this podcast.
Jordan, I'm going to tell you, now that you're all moved in, I'm going to tell you nicely to enjoy this week of college football. We have 4 top 25 matchups with 20 Oklahoma State going to 23 Kansas State, 15 Louisiana going to 16 Notre Dame. Ooh, that's not going to be fun for me. Somehow we're a favorite in that game. I'm like, why? We play like shit at home. Number 2, Georgia at Alabama. That game's going to be phenomenal. And number 19, Illinois playing at Penn State. I think Penn State's going to fucking murder them.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I say enjoy this week is because next week, on paper right now, we only have one top 25 matchup, and that is 11 Missouri at 24 Texas A&M.
Oh. I don't.
Yeah.
That does not sound good. I mean, listen, A&M's probably going to follow the top 25 the next 2 weeks, but that's not a great matchup. Huh? So, okay, this is going to be this is going to be our good weekend for now, and then we'll come back, in October at some point and have actual good matchups in in conferences.
So I know I do my bets for the NFL. I'm not going to list all my bets for college football, but I need to know that I have 23 plays right now. I'm really trying to turn this bitch around.
You're going to go. That's the classic gambling thing where you're like, I'm going to turn this shit around.
I'm just going to have a great weekend.
You're putting it all on black. All right. You got it's like that Peyton Manning story. It's like, how about that red 18? You get the feeling from Riley Leonard. Marcus Freeman came to you in a dream and said, put it all on black. Next thing you know, you put down 23 bets, and next week you'll be like 40 or something, or 50 or something.
How many unders do you think I took in that 23?
If you took one, I'm calling you a bitch.
I took no overs in these 23, and I took 4 overs. The rest are spreads and money lines.
Okay.
I think that's where I've lost the majority of my bets this year is on taking overs. Overs have been down across the fucking board. Yeah. It's painful. But
offense is bad now. Offense is bad now in general. In general, like we'll get to the NFL in a second, but did you just notice this weekend that no one could convert on like third and short? Like just no one could. It was crazy. So I don't know. Quarterback play seems to be down. Maybe we're in the defensive era again. We're in the.
I saw a very good tweet about that. That was like on Sundays we used to watch God's play, and it was like Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. I'm missing a big one. Patrick Mahomes. No, it wasn't Patrick Mahomes on this. It was basically like an octo box of like a.
Did you have Phillip Rivers in there?
I think Phillip Rivers was on there.
Okay.
Andy Dalton with the Bengals, which is an underrated quarterback, to be honest. It was just like, it was all these players playing on the same Sunday. And it was just like, dude, Phillip Rivers right now, if you gave prime Phillip Rivers, oh my God, he'd be a top 5 quarterback in the league talent-wise, or at least statistically wise. It's crazy the difference in quarterback play that we have now.
Yeah. If you want to transition now, speaking of watching gods play, Sam Darnold.
The resurrection of Sam Darnold will be studied for years to come.
I'm just happy the Texans can play a part in that story at this point. Like when the Sam Darnold documentary, the 30 for 30 comes out and the Texans game is put on there prominently, is like, this is the moment we knew that Sam Darnold was actually a good quarterback. That game was crazy to watch. That was crazy.
That sucked so much. And you know what the thing is? We fucking hesitated when we were doing our picks last week. We were like, we thought this was an easy victory before the start of the season. After watching these 2 weeks, I'm hesitantly taking the Texans, and it was because of Homer bias. If I was an objective observer, I would have been like, Vikings.
Yeah. Can I say something somewhat controversial, maybe? I think that the Vikings are the best team in the league. And I know
I don't disagree.
People say the Bills. I saw people putting the Chiefs up there, by the way. I don't think the Chiefs are no. Right now, just like the eye test, the best team in the league is the Vikings. Brian Flores, I don't know if he's like a mad genius or what's going on, but he's like playing a cover 3 at times, a cover 2 at times. He's only sending there were so many times with CJ where he was sending only 3 guys on the line, and they were getting to CJ, and he was scrambling. Like Brian Flores is a mad. Nico Collins didn't exist that game.
None of our offense didn't exist that game.
No. And the thing is, our defense couldn't stop them either. Like, I'm just blown away by the entire game, and like almost a good way.
So originally I had a note written down that I was like, I don't really blame the defense for that loss. I feel like the time of possession, like they probably were worn out and shit. No, it was almost a 50-50 like split of time of possession. But that's because after like 1 or 2 big plays, the Vikings they didn't need to keep the ball very long. They won, 30, 40 yard run or pass to Jay Jettas, and they didn't need the ball very long because they would just 1 or 2 huge plays, bam, we're on the goal line, bam, we're scoring, or okay, we're going to kick a field goal. Congratulations, you held us to this.
Yeah, well, the DBs just looked bad the entire game as well. Like all 4 of Darnold's touchdowns came on short passes. Like with between 0 to 10 yards, and there was no blitz, and it was against man coverage. So like that was their entire job. And 3 of them were on dropbacks of like 2.5 seconds, which means that not only were the DBs not doing a good job, they just weren't even trying to cover. Like from the beginning, like at least if you're like 3 or 4 seconds in, the play's maybe broken down a little bit. Things have happened. And that's 2.5 seconds. That means he did his read and was able to get the ball off in that time. The DBs need to be like. I think we talked about maybe after the first week with the Colts, we're like, hey, looking a little shaky. Week 2 with the Bears, we're like, maybe
figured it out.
Yeah, okay, we're back. Maybe this week they were exposed.
They were
horrible. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe Sam Darnold's just like that good of a quarterback. But he looked great. He only threw for 181 yards though. But again,
it felt like way more.
If you're just throwing on short, then maybe that's why. Like you just hit after hit after hit after hit. So I don't know. Speaking of also hit after hit after hit, what's Laramie Tunsil doing?
Yes, that was going to be my next note. Laramie Tunsil, I think 7 penalties, 5 false starts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you, man. And I think the other 2 are illegal formations by not having his helmet on the hip of the center. Dude, like he's always had penalty problems. Mm-hmm. He was killing drives. Mm-hmm. He was murdering drives.
What was that drive where the Texans were on the Vikings like 40 and then the or maybe 25, something like that, and it went back to the Texans 40 because of 3
false starts.
3 false starts. That's insane.
That's insane.
You just can't have that. Like after the first time, I don't know, stay still for like an extra second.
I'm an insane person. I don't think this is actually the option or the actual like solution, but there was half of mine that was like, take him out of the fucking game, put Brian Fisher. We spent a 2nd-round pick on Brian Fisher, put him in the fucking game.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Like, the thing is, at some point, how many years has Larry Tunsil been in the league? It's been a while. I'd imagine a guy, it's been enough to where like he's a vet. I'd imagine if you're a vet and if you had 2 or 3 false starts. There was a game like a year ago where Jason Kelce had like 3 false starts, and we're like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. If you're a veteran offensive lineman and you've had 3 to 4 all false starts, someone needs to like smack you upside the head, or you need to figure it out. Because that's basic stuff right there. That it's easy, basic stuff you shouldn't have to worry about from, again, a veteran offensive lineman.
Yeah, this is 9th year.
That's crazy.
This is 9th year.
That shouldn't be that should be the least of it. Like, I understand the illegal formation kind of. If you've been there for a long time, and all of a sudden, it's like if they start calling LeBron for traveling, it's like, okay, you let him do that in his entire career. At least with illegal formations, I can understand like a couple of them. After like the 3rd one, I'm like, hey, go talk to the ref beforehand. Be like, can you just give me a check down? But yeah, no, I'm not gonna say he didn't cost us the game. He cost us drives, but I mean, the overall,
that game would have been a lot closer though. He killed, I think, 2 or 3 drives that we were moving the ball, and like, so let's say 3. Let's just say 3. That's 21 points. We lose 28-37 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
At least we're not fucking embarrassed.
Yeah. At least you're able to like go home. Like, you turn off the TV and you go, or you go to the next game and you're like, okay, like,
damn, Vikings are just that good. That's what we both said.
Yeah.
I walked away saying Vikings are incredible, but holy shit, we look horrible. And in retrospect, we've looked terrible all year.
Yeah.
The offense especially.
Yeah.
Outside of Nico Collins kicking ass and Joe Mixon, speaking of, this offense doesn't work without Joe Mixon. Yeah. Cam Akers, he looked great in the preseason. He did not have it.
Yeah.
I think he was averaging 3 yards a carry, which isn't bad, but we were down so much that we couldn't run the ball. 3
yards a carry is what my middle school coach told me, like, us to run. He's like, just need 3 yards each play. And that's when no one ran the ball or no one threw the ball. If you're an NFL running back, I expect more than 3 a play. Joe Mixon, I don't know. Joe Mixon needs to get back. Tank Dell.
He's hurt.
He's hurt, but where is he?
He's also, I don't know. I don't know if they're just trying to force feed. By the way, when I say this is not a shot at him because he's been phenomenal. Yeah. I don't know if they're just trying to force feed Stephon Diggs and it's completely eliminated Tank Dell's role. But Tank Dell, outside of this, before he got injured, was a non-factor in this game. Or it was a non-factor in this season.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been one of my fantasy teams. I've owned a couple just because I love Tank Dell because he's a UH grad, Texans guy. I think he's getting like maybe 5 points a game at most. I attribute it to, I think what CJ's doing, and again, I could be so off on this. So if you're listening to this and you think I'm stupid, you're probably right. I think what's happening is that he's looking at Stephon and Nico Collins, and he's just not looking at Tank. And Tank is going to have to get so open that it's obvious immediately, or he's just not going to get the ball. Or maybe there's a play that's drawn up specifically for him, but he's not going to get the ball otherwise.
Now, I will say, this isn't complete excuse making, but Bears top 5 defense, Vikings top 5 defense, probably top 3 currently right now. Colts top 12. Like, we played some pretty tough defenses. Our upcoming game against the Jags is going to answer a lot of questions. Did we just have a rough draw at the beginning? We do have I believe it was the 5th hardest schedule of the year going into this year. Yeah. And that was before the Vikings were considered a good team.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be an easy gimme.
I'd like to think that our division schedule's gotten a little bit easier just because the Titans
look like shit. Jags look like shit. By the Colts kind of a random dartboard throw.
Do you know the Titans are 1 point favorites against the Dolphins?
They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah. No, the joke I've seen was Vegas saw the Titans play for the past 3 weeks and said, still probably going to beat the Dolphins, which says a lot about the Dolphins. They shouldn't be in panic mode. They're in another mode right now, which is give up on the season mode.
Yeah.
It's over.
That's 0-3, but speaking of the opposite, 3-0, I don't know if you saw this last week we talked a little about that was defensive pass interference on the Bengals, and that the Chiefs, while we talk about it sometimes, like looks like they get some calls, they don't get bailed out as often as people say. Holy shit, did they get bailed out this time? Just massive pass interference in the end zone on that final drive, or the second to last drive for the Falcons. Nothing called. It was egregious, dude.
I don't mean to go all Isha Curry on this and start calling out conspiracy theories, but if I'm an outside observer who already thinks that the Chiefs are getting some special calls, that doesn't help. Like that entire sequence does not help, because that was egregious.
In front of a line judge too. It was really bad.
Yeah.
The Chiefs haven't looked that great. They're 3-0.
No.
You can don't apologize for 3-0. They are a 3-0 team. They can talk shit to everyone else that has a loss. They don't look great this year.
I mean, I've seen people.
They're going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, because there's just death taxes in them. I mean, also Travis Kelce just looks dead. Like, this is not just from a purely football perspective of someone who's like, he's in the top 3 or 4 tight ends of all time, at least. He hasn't been, like, Travis is not targeting him. Something's going on. He doesn't look like he's there all the way. But their offense doesn't look great. Their defense doesn't look great. People have them at, like, I've seen people putting them at 1 on the power ranking scale, which I think is crazy.
The NFL's power rankings came out from NFL Network, and they had them at 1, which is insane to me.
Well, it just proves that those people don't actually watch football. But yeah, no, I don't understand it. But also, did you see that Charger safety Derwin James is suspended 1 game for breaking player safety rules?
Who do they play, Jordan?
The Chiefs. Which, again, I'm not a conspiracy. Don't call me Aisha Curry here. But as an outside, like someone getting all the facts, it's starting to look a little shady here. NFL, Roger, you got a lot to answer for.
If it smells like shit, it's probably shit.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of shit,
we're about to go
yikes! Bengals defense. Oh no! I think Jaden Daniels is a phenomenal quarterback.
Yeah, I was about to say,
holy shit, what a coming out party!
I was about to say, I don't even know if I'm going to say, oh no, Bengals defense. I'm going to say, hey, Jaden Daniels, you're everything we expected. Actually, like,
yeah, holy fuck.
He had a 30? I'm looking right now. It's 34-yard touchdown. Insane. He was 21 for 23 in a season where quarterbacks are not throwing a lot. 253 yards of passing.
Back-to-back games.
Yeah.
No punts.
Yeah.
No turnovers.
Yeah. Other than kneeling down, as they have said, just absolutely electric offense. I think also something like Terry McLaurin. Or Claren, not McLaren. Again, I pretend to watch F1. Terry McLaurin has had, I don't want to count now, but he's had something like 11 quarterbacks throw a touchdown to him during his career. Or not throw a touchdown, complete a pass to him, which includes Cole McCoy, Case Keenum, our new commercial guy. That's for you, Christian, by the way. You've asked me to mention that last week. It'll be Case Keenum, Carson Wentz. Here's a blast from the past. Sam Howell, Kyle Allen, Dwayne Haskins. And now he's got Jaden Daniels just throwing bombs to him.
Tyler Heineke.
Is Tyler Heineke on that list too?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, Tyler Heineke's on that list. Don't forget about Jacoby Brissett either.
What?
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett was on the...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a list.
And then,
it's like the Browns quarterback jersey all over again, man.
And then don't forget Garrett Gilbert also. So we're just, the all-star team of people thrown to Terry.
And speaking of all-star quarterbacks, Josh Allen is fucking good at football. Holy shit. I had a stupid fucking take that I was like, I kind of have to see him prove it to me this year. Like, he's always had, like, really good offensive talent around him. Let's see what he's going to do this year where they've taken his wide receiver 1. Haha, idiot Brian from the past. He's fucking incredible.
Hey, apparently all Josh Allen needed was just a couple buddies. He didn't need Stephon Diggs. He just needed a couple friends along the way.
Just some friends.
It's the power of friendship. It wins everything. You know what, the new meta for sports is not a super team. It's not creating an NBA super team. It's not drafting better. It's just a team of great friends. It's friendship. It's Taya.
Dude, look at fucking the Astros.
Yeah.
Altuve, Correa, Springer, Bregman were all like really close, best, like good friends. Won 2017. 2022. Oh my God. Tucker, Alvarez, Bregman, Pena fell into that role too.
Yeah.
They're just friends and they like each other and they play well with each other. And that's what the Bills are doing. And Josh Allen is my MVP favorite currently.
Quickly, just think about the Patriots as well. With Brady, Edelman, and Gronk, they all were like buddies. They're buddies. They're still buddies now. I don't know. That's my new sports meta is that don't draft well. Just make people make friends. Like have team building exercises in training camp. Like make them go to Dave & Buster's or something. Like just have them become friends. So yeah, Josh Allen's back, baby.
My last note was Ravens fans, we said don't panic last week, and congratulations, you shouldn't have panicked because you guys looked good. Almost gave up the lead, but they shoved it to the Cowboys.
Yeah, by the way, the Thursday night game is Cowboys-Giants. We are in for a real this is going back to the Denver days of 2022. We got a real stinker coming on this week. Huh?
You ready to go through our picks?
We can go through our picks. Yeah, let's do. I mean, there are a couple things.
Anything else?
Well,
go ahead.
I was going to say Trevor Lawrence threw a pick to a dead guy, so good for him. Take the L, idiot. Trevor Lawrence also just not the guy. I think you said at the beginning of the season, if you think you have the guy, you have to pay the guy.
And he's not the guy.
They paid the guy. Yeah, that's a thing that happens. Also, I said after week 1, Joe Alt is a future Hall of Famer. Brian, have you seen his stats at all?
No.
Okay. Week 1, Max Crosby we talked about. Week 2, Jadeveon Clowney. Older, but still a good guy. 0 pressures allowed, 0 sacks allowed. Last week versus TJ Watt. 0 pressures, 0 sacks. My guy.
I thought he gave up a sack.
He didn't.
No, TJ had a sack, but it was on someone else. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Because
Joe Alt's good.
Joe Alt is,
he's hurt.
He's hurt, but a future Hall of Famer right there. Also, I'm kind of tired of the Will Levis meme. Hate to say it. I feel like we kind of started to force it after week 2.
Yeah. I almost feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I said almost.
Last thing, Andy Dalton. We should just give him a Hall of Fame ring for this past week.
Welcome back, Andy Dalton, baby. And he's playing the Bengals this week, so that's a revenge game at home because it's not at the Bengals. At home, the Bengals defense stinks. Dude's going to put up 350 for 2 and off 22 completions or something. It's going to rule. I'm excited for that game.
Also,
I'll be at the Texans game.
Also, I talked about sports metas a second ago. The new sports meta in my mind, it's gonna come about soon enough, is the hook and ladder. The Lions ran that hook and ladder, little pitch, worked like a charm. Everyone was fooled. Now you can say maybe if it happens more often, less people will be fooled. I don't believe that. I just think it's a really cool play. We should have more of.
Is rugby the future? Is rugby style play the future of the NFL? Question mark.
Here's the thing, Brian. I've actually thought for a while we need to do more rugby punts because there was a Texas punter years ago. This is like a deep cut that I don't remember the name of. There's a Texas punter years ago who looked phenomenal every time. I don't know what happened to him. Don't know where he is. Don't know what he's doing these days. He probably never made it to the NFL. I don't know, but he looked phenomenal every time he punted. So I've always thought that rugby punting is the future of the NFL. I don't think a single person agrees with me, but that's okay. One of my last things, Derrick Henry looks phenomenal. He's just so good. He had two touchdowns, 6 yards per carry, 151 rushing yards. Talk about a big boy just killing it.
Have a day.
Last thing I wanted to talk, my tweet of the week from someone called Sammy Davis Jr. 5000. Hard Knocks spent so much time making Matt Eberflus look cool that I forgot he's an idiot. So that's it. Also, Bo Nix looked good, by the way. I'm sorry, Bo Nix, for calling you a.
It's early. It's
early. I had a whole thing about how Sean Payton's an idiot for calling him the next Drew Brees. So my vague apologies to you, Bo Nix. I'm sorry, but that's all. That's all for my football of the week.
All right, you ready for picks?
Let's do it. I have not had time to look at this, so I'm raw dogging.
Oh, you're firing off the hip.
I'm raw dogging it, Brian. All right.
Okay. I'll read the matchup and you just give me your first instinct then.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Giants.
I'm going Giants here.
All right, I'm going Cowboys.
All right.
Broncos, Jets.
Give me Jets. Yeah, give me Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
Rams, Bears.
Give me Rams. Yeah. Did you see Sean McDaniel? He was McVay. Little broad. Kyle Shanahan.
A little bit.
Yeah, incredible. Sean McVay is also like 5'6". So, all right. What's next?
So you said
Rams. I'm Rams.
Rams. I'm Bears. Steelers, Colts.
Give me. You know what? Anthony Richardson's gonna have a day. Give me Colts.
I'm going Steelers.
Okay. Probably actually the smart pick, but who cares?
Eagles, Buccaneers.
Give me Bucks.
I got Eagles.
Okay.
Bengals, Panthers.
Give me Panthers. As a half ginger myself, I stand with my ginger brother.
Give me the Bengals, dude. This is gonna be a fucking shift. Texans, Jaguars.
Go ahead. Give me Texans, but also I am 23-25 on the season. I had a shit week this past week, 6-10. So we'll see what happens.
I was 8-8. We were all aligned except for 2 games, and I apparently won those 2 games. I'm going Texans as well. Saints, Falcons.
Give me the Falcons, actually.
Falcons, that's where I'm at too. Vikings, Packers.
Give me Vikings all the way, baby.
The Vikings, man. Patriots, 49ers.
I'm going to say give me 49ers, but I'm not I think the Patriots could actually do that. Because the 49ers look bad on defense.
Bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to take in the 49ers as well. Commanders, Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals. Give me my little boy.
Give me the Commanders. I'm going Commanders. I loved what I saw out of them, dude. Go ahead. You can do it.
No. I already said it.
All right. Chiefs, Chargers.
Chiefs because you know.
Yeah, same. Browns, Raiders.
If Deshaun plays like Deshaun played, give me the Browns.
Give me the Browns. Yeah. Bills, Ravens. Awesome game.
Give me the Bills. Give me my boy Josh. Give me
the Bills.
Give me the boy who was thrown into a situation, told to be number one, was the number one, and has proven every day that he deserves to be here. Give me Josh Allen.
2 Monday night games again. One's a stink fest, and one's pretty good game. I'll give you the stink fest first. Titans, Dolphins.
Give me the Titans because the Dolphins don't have a quarterback.
Give me the Titans. And then Seahawks, Lions.
Give me the Seahawks. I'm a big Seahawks.
Okay.
I'm into the Seahawks.
Okay. I'm nervous about that pick.
Yeah. I have been watching the Seahawks defense. They're incredible. I am a fan.
Do me a favor, when you listen back, just write down what your stuff is.
Yeah.
And speaking of picks, let's run through real quick. Boy, am I bad at this. I'm currently 23-25-1. So fade the shit out of me. Cowboys -4.5. Broncos, Jets over 38.5. Bears -3. Eagles, Bucks over 45. Steelers, Colts under 40. Bengals, Panthers over 48.5. Texans, Jaguars under 45.5. Saints, Falcons under 42. Vikings, Packers over 43.5. 49ers -10. I don't love that at all, actually. Browns money line, Chiefs -9, Bills Ravens over 46. Love it. Commanders Cardinals over 50.5. Love that one too. Titans money line, Seahawks Lions over 47.
Another week. Let's see how you do. I mean, again, you're doing.
Took more unders this time.
Yeah.
Took more unders this time.
It's an under. Everyone's talked about it. It's been like an under year. What?
I didn't take a favorite underdog. I didn't take a single underdog. No, yes, I did. I took Browns money line and Titans money line. I believe they're both underdogs. When I took them, I think the bookmakers went back.
Yeah, the lines have changed.
Actually, I think Titans Dolphins for the bookmaker that I'm on, hypothetically.
Yeah, of course.
They had them as a pick'em, which means it was the same odds either way.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, that's again after watching Will Levis for 3 weeks, you'd imagine that the Titans don't really have a quarterback either. So we'll see what happens. I am excited for this weekend. I'm also getting a call right now, but who cares? I'm in the middle of recording. But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else cross your mind?
Nah, man. Let's hopefully next time we talk, we're at least a game, 2 games up in our wild card series.
Let's hope so. Also, I'd like to give an apology to industry, as I talked about last week. It's not as good as Succession, but it has its moments. So,
hey, a ringing endorsement.
It's no Succession. So, and
Jordan, where can we find you at?
Oh yeah, thank you. Find me at Jordan's Thoughts. Also on Moonstamp Sports. I'll post on either one. Jordan's Thoughts is literally what it's about. I just post my thoughts. It's dangerously a stream of consciousness. So, Brian, where can the people find you?
You can find me across all social medias at Auric Polaris, which is AURICPOLARIS. Christian suggested I spell it out just in case. Across all social medias, especially on twitch.tv/Auric Polaris. I'm not streaming this week, but next week I'm streaming. On Tuesday, I'm playing some Stardew with the boys, and then I'm playing on Friday a very scary game for my health, not scary itself, called Bloodborne, which is a Soulsborne game, and Neil's going to make me drink a shit ton during that. He's going to be my coach, as I mostly play. I believe I played about 20 minutes of the game way back when, but I'm going to set up the PlayStation and dive into that and probably ruin my liver.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, thank you. Like I said, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. We love hearing from you guys. So thanks so much. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Stay beautiful.